What's up, guys? So today we're talking about me holding an empty box. Not really, we're talking about what's in the box and whether it's worth your money or not. What's up, guys? Welcome. It's Juan. This is my YouTube channel, BlueprintPC, where I show you how-to videos, tips, tricks, and how to stay on budget, tech reviews, and things of all that fun nature. If that's something you're into, please hit that like and subscribe button. Today, we've got something super budget. It's a $15 keyboard that's mechanical feeling. It's by Rii or something. I don't know. I'm not sure if they do either. But today we're going to talk about how this guy right here, if it's actually worth your money, even though it's super cheap. Because today we might learn that there's a point where things are just too cheap. Alright guys, so for this one I'm not going to do a super detailed unboxing. I mean, honestly, I already unboxed it for one, because I wanted to use it and give you an honest review on it of what I actually think of it. And two, there's honestly not a lot to unbox. You get a box, a keyboard condom or bag that it comes in, your instruction manual, which you will need because it's a little weird. Keep that off the side. And then the keyboard itself. Alright guys, so we're going to get into the build quality of this thing. Well, first of all, out of the box, the texture and the paint itself, it kind of feels like a smooth sandpaper. I'm not sure if they tried to make it textured or if it's just bad paint. I'm going to lean probably towards the latter, and I'll kind of get more into that here in a minute. The keys themselves, one, they're not double shot. They're just painted keys, so they're not going to last forever. Feel, the closest mechanical feeling key you can actually compare it to would probably be a brown switch, and even then I would nowhere near call these a mechanical keyboard, even though in the ad it says mechanical feeling. They also state that they're good for 5 million clicks. I think that number is probably not even half that, but hey, you know what? I don't know, and I'm not going to sit there and test it for 5 million clicks. I will say on the plus side though, is for gaming, it honestly, handled pretty well. I mean, yes, it's not the greatest feeling when you come to the mechanical side of it, but the responsiveness was there, so I can't knock them for that too much. The other thing, getting back into the paint, is there's some areas of overspray, there's some areas of underspray, like the control key. Well, both of them are both not sprayed underneath, and I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but you can see the keys right next to them have some overspray, and the actual keys themselves have underspray. So I'm not sure exactly what was going on when they painted this. It's really kind of odd. So don't expect much for the physical paint styling. It's not that great. One other thing too is deck flex. Deck flex is not great. It's creaky, but for 15 bucks, we'll let them slide. Alright guys, so let's talk about the lighting function of this guy. Does it have RGB? First, number one most important question, heck no. It's barely got LED backlighting, and even at that case, it's extremely limited. So if you're looking to color match your system, look elsewhere, because this isn't going to do it. You get 3 whopping colors, and they're not even RGB. I mean, they're not red, green, blue. You get, with this fun little light button they give you, which is actually nice because it's super easy to use, but you get red, blue, and purple. And then the only other function you get from there is you can hold the function button, hit the light button, and it will breathe between the colors. Now you can hold function, hit the page up and down buttons, and change the brightness, so that way, if you don't want it to be super bright or you just want it slightly backlit, you can do that. So it gives you easy functionality, which is great because it is extremely easy to use, but that's because it's limited. So there's not much to, to figure out. There's not much to do with it. So, simple results, simple function. It is what it is. So again, if you're looking for RGB, you're going to have to spend some more money. All right, guys. So talking about style in this thing, it's all subjective, so you may hate this, you may love it. I'm on the closer to the not loving side of it. I mean, it's fairly clean for the most part. It's simple bezels, it's nothing crazy, it's not over exaggerated like some of the cheap gaming keyboards get, where they've got spikes and ridges and they look super aggressive, and it's the cheapest internals that you can think of because the outside looks very gamey. The lighting is kind of inconsistent. And what I mean by that is there's certain keys that are oversprayed and undersprayed and things like that, so that actually affects, because the parts that are undersprayed, the light shines through more, and the parts that are kind of oversprayed, it like hides stuff, which, I mean, I'm not sure what their intent was, but again, I may have mentioned before that paint's kind of on this thing. The space bar itself too has one LED in the middle, but it's got this long bar where light should shine through, and with one LED in the middle, guess where light shines? Right in the frickin' middle, and that's it. So yeah, no fun there. Outside of that, I don't like this. They could have did RII in the corner or something like that, kept it a little bit simpler, a little bit cleaner. The only other real gamey thing which can be helpful, especially in the dark if you are using this strictly for backlighting, is the WASD and the arrow keys are embellished so they're a little bit easier to see if you're having trouble seeing them for some reason. Outside of that, it's pretty standard for a entry-level keyboard. Again, at least it's not over-exaggerated and super crazy. Alright guys, I hope you found this one helpful today, or at least mildly entertaining, or whatever. If you didn't, hit the little thumbs down button. It's okay. But before you run away, do me a favor. In the comments, tell me what was the best cheap keyboard you ever bought and the worst keyboard you ever bought, period, regardless of price range. Outside of that, remember, budget doesn't mean cheap. Cheap is cheap. Budget is just a price range. So for a super entry-level budget, this is an option, I guess. But outside of that, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one.